Hey guys, I had a couple videos planned the past month, and as usual, I didn't get around to them. So I figured I would just film a quick video with my webcam, showing you guys what I would carry in my not necessarily travel makeup bag, as in the makeup bag I carry with me in my purse on a daily basis, but let's say I'm staying overnight at a friend's house or the weekend or something, and I just want to pack a minimal amount of makeup, because sometimes if I'm going away on like a trip, I'll take my train case with all kinds of products, anything that I could need, and that's also what I use when I go on jobs. But like I said, weekend trip, I want to try to carry as little as possible. So I just have this one bag and then this bag, which all that has in it is a brushes and a couple of palettes. Um, Normally I would bring my brush belt, but I just felt like this was nice to bring. Also, besides a brush belt, I find that supply boxes work really well for keeping my brushes safe, and I can carry a lot more brushes in a supply box than I can in my brush roll, my brush belt, whatever. It's a roll, it's not a belt, but I called it a belt. Anyways, I'm going to start with what I keep in this bag, which I don't know where it's from. I don't know who made it. I don't know how much it cost. It was a Christmas gift. And I have two palettes. I think only two palettes in here. I only have two palettes, and that's my Lorac Pro palette, which I'm sure everybody nowadays has seen. It has shimmer colors. Here, let me flip it the right way on the bottom, and then mattes on the top. And they also have a to-go palette, which has not only eye colors, but blushes and stuff. I just really enjoy this, and it has like every color you could possibly need. And then the second one I have is my Urban Decay Naked palette, and this is the first one and my favorite. I'm not even going to bother purchasing the third because it doesn't look like something I would really ever dip into. The second I don't really like that much, but the first one I love, and I wanted to bring like a single eyeshadow or two with colors, like maybe a blue, because I always like putting a pop of color under my lash line. But I figured I would just keep it neutral because I wasn't doing anything special the day that I had to do my makeup and bring all this with me. So that's why I brought all neutral colors, and this again has a lot to work with. Right, and I'll show you the brushes I bring too. They're pretty much the same brushes that I find myself using daily. Here I just have a bunch of different eyelashes. I was looking for my favorites and they're not in here. Monroe by True or False Lashes. Their Monroe lashes are really nice. I wouldn't say they're my favorite, but maybe they're my favorite that I've tried of True or False Lashes. Another thing I have in here that should be in my makeup bag, but I already closed this up before I saw this. It's just a little travel size version of the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay powder. Is it Amazonian? I don't know. I don't know if it's Amazonian clay, but it does say clay finishing powder. So I brought a little small size version of that because I do have the big one, and I just like to downsize when I travel. I'll start with face brushes. First, I have my MAC 187 Duo Fiber brush, which I use for powder. And then I have my MAC, Jesus. I think this is my MAC 109, but the number and lettering is coming off, even though when I got them I put clear nail polish over it to keep it from coming off as much as I could. Then I have my Sigma F40 contour brush, my Sigma small angled brush, then my MAC 183. I wanted to say 103 because again the lettering is coming off on this too, but it's a 183, and I use this predominantly for highlighting. And then I have this Real Technique, setting brush, and I use this for hard to reach areas, like around my nose to set concealer, under my eye to set concealer, and things of that sort. And then a concealer brush, and this is my Sigma F70, and I usually use my finger to conceal spots and my under eye circles. I use my finger to conceal it, but the brush is good for really defining your eyebrows and cleaning them up, like any mistakes you might have made. And then eye brushes, I just have a pencil brush, and it's my Sigma E30. Blending brush, which is my Sigma E40. A small little flat brush from Sephora. It just says Sephora Pro Small Shadow. And then my Sigma eye shading flat brush, which is just a bit bigger. Here's a comparison of the two. And that is my E55. And then I honestly don't even remember the number. And this is definitely rubbed off, but it's my favorite eye brush of all time for blending, for crease color. Everything in the book. I really want to buy at least 1 or 2 more of these just to have a bunch for when they're dirty or if something ever happens to this one. I think it's a 217, and yeah, this is my all-time favorite brush. And then last but not least, I have my Sigma medium angled shading in, this is my E70, and I just use this for outer corner and crease. And then one of my favorite foundation brushes that I own, and it is my Real Techniques buffing brush. And I like it because it's still dense without being too dense, so it doesn't, like, it'll still blend out everything really well and spread everything well and give you relatively good coverage without giving you that really full packed on coverage like a denser flat shading brush would. I just feel like depending on the foundation you're using, the brush helps, and this is good for the foundation I've been using. And now that I've done everything that's in this bag, I will show you what I keep in here. And I'm just going to pull out items by what's on top. The first things that I pulled out are my Tarte Inner Rim Liner. I don't think they come in different colors, do they? Tarte, no. Well, so yeah, my Tarte Inner Rim Liner. And then I have my Rimmel Lasting Finish lip liner. 1,000 Kisses Stay On Lip Contouring Pencil in Natural, 049 Natural. I really like this one. I tried another kind of Rimmel's lip liners, and it's like the twist up, like mechanical kind, and it was so soft that it would like break when I would use it, but I really do like this brand of lip liners. It is a little bit drying though. So I have my Burt's Bees Beeswax Lip Balm, and this is just, has vitamin E and peppermint. It's not tinted or anything, it's just regular. I could use some of it. Okay, and then I just have a really gross cosmetic sponge that I use for little things that I don't really use this for like my full face or anything, just little spots if I need the sponge. I also have my beauty blender in here, which I do use for all over the face, and also like concealer and highlighter if it's cream. And of course my concealer is cream, but my highlighter, a lot of times I use a powder highlighter versus a cream or liquid. And then my Kat Von D Tattoo Concealer in Light 16. Just a kabuki brush from Icing. Real special. And then a Stila Lip Glaze and Shortcake. MAC's Lipstick and Myth, which you can tell I like a lot. This is all I have left. Alright, and then next thing I pull out is my Anastasia Tinted Brow Gel in, what is this? Caramel caramel, however. And then my Anastasia Brow Wiz in Ash Blonde, I think. Yes, it is an Ash Blonde. And this is also one of my favorite lipsticks. It's my Rimmel Kate Moss lipstick in 113, and it's very similar to Myth. A little different. It's a lot more moisturizing, not as thick. I think it's a little bit more nude and a little bit less pink as well, and it smells kind of like bubblegum, so that's always cool. And then my Duo Lash Glue, the black one, and then just some lash curlers, which I believe are from Tarte, and I think they were in like a holiday set. My liquid eyeliner. I have not used a different eyeliner in 3 years. Like, yeah, it's been about 2 years, maybe 3, since I purchased my first bottle of this, and this is probably like my 4th or 5th one. And it is the Kat Von D Autograph Liner in Puro Amor, or Armoire. She has 2 of these. One is a like shiny or like sparkly black, and this one is her matte black one. I really like that. And then I have a Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof eyeliner in Moray, and it's just you won't be able to see, but it's a green eyeliner. I like greens, purples, things like that under my eye. The only blue that I really use under my eye is like a blue-green. It's like a turquoise, and I really enjoy it. And then I have a MAC concealer in NW15, and this is what I use under my brow, but that's about the only place I use it. I think it's, I don't know, I just don't like using it on the rest of my face. I use this to conceal blemishes, and then I use something that should be in here. Let me look. I use this under my eyes, Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer, and I like this a lot. A very small amount goes a very long way. I'd use like the tiniest amount to put all under my eye. Just put it like in this area where I have dark circles. I'm not wearing any makeup in case you can't tell. And I have my NARS eyeshadow in Ashes to Ashes, which is a really nice shade of brown. I like using it as a transition color or a lid color, depending on what mood I'm in. And then I have my MAC eyeshadow in Texture, and it's one of my favorite eyeshadows of all time. Also, again, I really like to use this as either a transition color or a crease color, depending on what look I'm going for. I like it a lot. I threw this in there. It's my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Rust, in case I wanted to do a like brown smoky eye of some sort. So I stuck this in there because I really like using that as base. Another MAC eyeliner, PowerPoint eye pencil in Engraved, and my favorite MAC eyeliner is their Smolder Eye Kohl, and I had one that had like this much left about, so I had like a decent amount left, and I lost it somehow. I don't know how, I don't know where, and I'm very devastated. So I've been using this one, and then it's their PowerPoint and Engraved. And then I have my Lorac Natural Performance Foundation. Normally what I do is I mix 2 different shades of NARS Sheer Glow Foundation for my face, but since I want to travel light and pack as light as possible, I don't want to carry 2 foundations with me, so this one matches my skin tone pretty well, and again, it is the Lorac Natural Performance Foundation, and it is very good for my very sensitive skin. Then Anastasia Brow Powder Duo in Ash Blonde / Taupe, and this is what it looks like. And then CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume Waterproof Mascara, because waterproof mascara is my best friend. My NARS Laguna Orgasm Duo, and I bought this because I used to have the Laguna bronzer, and I broke it. I had a very good amount left. I had hit pan on it, but I had a very good amount left, and I dropped it, and it shattered, so I decided to try this. And clearly, I don't really use Orgasm a lot, and I don't know why, because it is a pretty color. I think it's because I'm a lot more fair. I think it would look better on me with a tan, but I normally just use the bronzer, and I carry it with me. And then this is one of my favorite blushes. It is a Benefit Sugar Bomb blush, and this is what it looks like. Eye primer. It's a little sample of the eyelash primer. It's a little sample of the lash primer from Tarte. Multiply, EYE. And then a little sample of Benefit, so they're real. A little sample, and this is my favorite eye primer that I've ever used. I've used Urban Decay Primer Potion, and that dried out my eyelids. What was the other one that I used? Too Faced Shadow Insurance was really oily, and like, I don't know, I just wasn't really a huge fan of it. This one I love, and it is a Lorac Behind the Scenes eye primer. And so that's that, and then I have a little travel size pair of purple Tweezerman tweezers, in case you got like a stray hair or you need to touch up a part of your eyelash that's coming off. You never know when you're going to need to, in case you get a splinter. It's always good to have these things. And then I have a NARS blush. I went blush happy because I like to alternate my blushes. I normally don't always stick with one blush. So I brought my NARS blush in New Order, which I really enjoy. Normally when I use this, I don't put it all over my cheeks, but like I'll put a darker color towards the outer portion, and then I'll blend it outward and blend this New Order color into it, because it is a bit of a lighter color, and it is pretty shimmery too, and I just don't want shimmer all over my face, but I don't mind it in parts of my face. And then I have this little baby Anastasia Beverly Hills Perfect Brow Pencil in Brunette / Dark Brown, and this came with my Lavish palette, and I use this because, I don't know if you can tell, but this eyebrow and is slightly more arched, and there's more hair in the arch than on this one, where there's like really sparse hairs right here. So I'll use my normal medium ash color on like the inner parts, and then I'll just take this on the arch and like the outer tail to deepen it and make it even and fill it in. And then I have this, my Bare Minerals, just a powder foundation, original SPF 15 foundation in Fair C10. And I've had this for years, and I still have a really good amount left. I really love Bare Minerals products. And then the last thing in here is my little Benefit Watts Up highlighter. I don't think I brought a powder highlighter with me. I figured if I wanted a powder highlighter, I would just use an eyeshadow from one of my palettes. But I got this for my birthday as a birthday thing from Sephora, along with the sample size of their real. So that is everything that I carry with me in my makeup bag. And I hope you enjoyed that. And I got so besides the makeup that I bring with me, I also bring a little spray of my Urban Decay Do Me setting powder because I have really dry skin. Actually, in the winter, I've been using Tarte's Maracuja serum for my skin instead of a moisturizer because I get really dry and patchy. I usually don't get dry and patchy on my forehead, but lately I have been getting really dry and patchy here and around and on my nose and on my chin and stuff. So I can't have makeup flaking up on me and looking cakey, and it happens really easily. And the Do Me spray usually just gets rid of it, and that's good. I love that. That's pretty much all I carry with me as far as like makeup essentials go. Besides stuff that's in my bag, I have like an eyelash comb that I bring with me, some more mascaras, typically things of that nature. But that's about it. That's a pretty minimal amount of makeup in my opinion. I think it's not minimal to a lot of other people, but that's what I bring with me. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.